What's up, fam? It's probably the most underwhelming intro I've ever done. All this and more on Cutting Edge Hero Live. Welcome to Cutting Edge Hero! I am the Nerd King, Danny Stewart, joined in the studio this week by my two trusty sidekicks and co-hosts, Landon Felter.
Hello.
And Joey Stewart. Hi, Joey.
That's my job, fucker.
So it's kind of a slow news week, but we got some stuff to talk about. We're going to break down some of the latest news on the bullet points. And then in the hit list, we're going to be talking about our 5 favorite tabletop board games. Don't miss that. But before we do all of that, let's talk about what the nerdiest thing we did this week was. Joey?
Actually, it was setting up for tonight's thing. I had to go through my collection of 500,000 board games, tabletop games, card games, and pick my top 5. So.
Okay. Yeah. Landon, what's the nerdiest thing you've done this week?
Nerdiest thing I've done this week depends on what your level of nerdiness, but I installed Linux onto my personal computer just this past weekend.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that probably explains some of the technical issues we were having earlier. But yeah, I finally made the jump from Windows 10 to Linux because I don't want to deal with Windows bullshit anymore. And it's been pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we run on a Mac, so
Life upgrades, you know.
That's my recommendation too. I guess the nerdiest thing I've done this week, I was telling you this before we went live, but I have binge watched The Owl House. I just finished season 2, getting ready to work my way through season 3. It has been a blast. I'm really enjoying it. The show's great. Thank you for the recommendation. It's really, really good.
I'm glad you're loving it.
Yeah, it's in that I know it shares a universe with Gravity Falls. I think there's Damien was telling me the deep lore of it, and then there's another show called Aqua something, and the 3 of them share one universe.
Are you talking about Amphibia?
Yep, that's it.
Landon knows.
Yep,
I know the deep lore.
Yep, Ida is Grunkle Stan's ex-wife Marilyn.
Yes, I forgot that bit of lore, but yes.
Yes. Didn't
got
know
married
that
in Vegas.
Yep. Didn't know that. Really cool. I just love that stuff. I love the way that they're kind of tied together and share lore. And then the 4th series that also touches on Gravity Falls, which is Rick and Morty, are also connected, but very vaguely. Were you aware of that?
I know about the Gravity Falls Easter egg in that one episode of Rick and Morty where it's all the portals.
That's everything. That's the whole connection. But it's enough for me. It's enough for me to be excited about it.
Tied them together, made you happy.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that nerdy shit. Landon, you ready to talk about some news?
Always.
I'm going to fire these bullet points at you. Welcome to the bullet points. We are going to be talking about some of, but certainly not all of the news coming out of the nerd entertainment. I actually only have 2 things. I have anime and TV. Anime will kick us off, and it's kind of a sad one. And I know that people are kind of salty towards them already about their offerings and the way they kind of gatekeep the anime community, but Crunchyroll has increased their subscription prices on every tier by $2 a month. So the anime is only growing in popularity in the United States. and I think their subscriber base is only growing regularly, but for some reason they still felt the need to increase their subscription price by $2, which, I mean, I'm gonna pay it,
Right.
but I'm not happy about it.
No. At least give me everything I want to watch. Don't tie me up and keep me from seeing good stuff just because you want to be a dick. But yeah.
Well, they see there's more demand in it, and naturally they're going to try to squeeze out what they can. It's $2 now, but they're probably going to treat it like a frog in a pot and slowly raise the temperature over time.
I mean, 2 million watchers and $2 a pop. That's a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but well, here's the other issue that they're having, and it might just be because they're losing market share, but with Disney and Netflix and other streaming services getting into the anime game as well. Oh, Amazon Prime.
Right.
Amazon Prime has exclusive anime. Netflix has exclusive anime. Hulu has exclusive anime. So they're I think maybe that might be part of the reason for it. They're trying to, make some money back on the market space that they're losing. But at the same time, that's just not the way to do it. Like, and yeah, like it's too, like your analogy with the frog and the boiling, the pot of water that will slowly become a boiling pot. It seems like a $2 a month jump is kind of a significant jump too. Like, just overnight to just be like, yeah, it's $2 more. Like you think it'd be like, roll out slowly, like 50 cents, $1,
We're gonna slowly
$2,
start upping our prices here.
But they're just like, hey, here's another $2
Fuck
a month.
Right.
Yeah. Also, Billy, you are right. Crunchyroll did start out as a piracy site.
Yeah. Good looking out on that, Billy. Billy Rhodes in the chat. Glad you're here. We are going to be doing the call-in style hit list tonight, where we will make the chat available or the audio chat available to everyone that is in the chat. So stay tuned in for that. Landon, what do you have in gaming news?
All right, in gaming news, first story we have up right now: Resident Evil Requiem is currently the game on Metacritic with the highest user rating score right now.
Not surprised.
I mean, the Resident Evil games are popular, but this one's what's so tell me what people are so excited about with this one. What's going on with that?
I have honestly no idea. I've seen posts, I've seen people rave about it. It just seems like it's just a fun game. The puzzles are actually engaging without being like mundane or mind numbing. So I think this is just the game that's hit that perfect balance for a lot of people.
Okay. I know it's Leon centric, which people love.
Yeah. People love Leon.
Billy said, let's just steal shit again. Rules don't really matter anymore anyways. He's not wrong. And I think that with everything, with the amount of subscription services out there for streaming and viewing, and the way that they're starting to bundle them, as you can get them as one package, it's only a matter of time before somebody comes out with a service where they offer a box that allows you to bundle them all at one time for one low monthly fee, and we'll just be back to having cable or satellite streaming.
I mean,
and yeah, we'll go back to piracy.
we have a shit ton of piracy sites online anyway, so you can get what you want. It's
Justin
just,
Quick in the chat said, hey, Danny, Joey, and Landon. What is up, Justin? Glad you're here.
what up?
Hey.
Welcome.
But yeah, I think that's the direction we're moving again. It's just they'll what started out as like a fun, easy way to watch things is starting to be more and more commercial and regulated, and it's just going back to what we didn't want to deal with to begin with.
They sold us convenience, and they're making it less and less convenient.
Right.
Yep.
Next story going on. High Guard, the game that got universal, don't want to say universal hatred, but mostly confusion and bafflement, because it was announced as the big game of the, Game Awards in December. It is shutting down this month. Who would have guessed a live service game would only last a short time?
It's I think this is the third major release that did not last any amount of time
Flopped.
and got crashed that we've reported on?
Yeah, pretty much. This game, there's been a lot of confusion about it. Apparently, it wasn't even supposed to be announced at the Game Awards. They were going to kind of just do a lot less press for it originally. But despite having a maximum player count of 2 million at one time, it just really did not seem to stand the test of time.
I don't even know what this game looks like, honestly. It's High Guard.
High Guard.
I'm assuming it was like Steam and console.
I mean, the video
Yeah.
game award, they hyped it up really good. I know I never got a chance to look into it, but
Uh-huh.
there was a lot of
They-
hype in the beginning.
Yeah, they saved it for like the very end. The announcer was like, "Oh, this is the big game y'all have been waiting for,"
Right?
and then it was just something nobody was really had on their radar.
Yeah, the first thing I see is an article from GameSpot that says High Guard joins the list of live service games axed within weeks of launch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never even saw this game. I never saw a trailer. I never saw anything for it. Like I have no idea what this game is about. So I could see it. I mean, it certainly never made it to my periphery.
Yeah, it's something that got more publicity than it was even planned to receive, and it just fizzled out sooner than they still probably thought.
Okay.
But yeah, just figured since it got that much attention, might as well bring up the fact that it's finally closing down after not that long.
Yeah.
A month. I think.
Finally.
It was
Oh
open-
God.
it was up and
Finally.
running for a month. No good.
And
game for
last thing I wanted to touch on, Pokemon Wind and Waves was announced this past week. It is the next entry into the mainline Pokemon series after Scarlet and Violet. And it is announced with a 2027 release date. So far, this is a game that has had a lot more development time than most mainline games at this point. So people are actually feeling like there might be something more to this game than the usual mainline series.
Ben says 3 new starters. They all 3 look like potatoes. Our human relations specialist and fact checker extraordinaire, Ben Stewart, in the chat.
Little bro.
I fucking hate all 3 of the new starters.
Yeah. So what are your wish list items for this game that you want to see as far as improvements over the previous games?
Oh God, Danny. I want nothing from fucking Pokemon anymore. I do not have wants or desires because I'm tired of expecting something and being disappointed by Pokemon.
Let down and let down and let down time after time.
Exactly. If it is just in general a higher quality than the last couple of games, I will be ecstatic. The
So
bar is low.
Yeah. So your wish list is something better at all in any
Yes.
way, shape, or form. Okay.
Nice.
A decent game. That is all I'm asking for.
Oh, yeah. Worst timeline, right? Worst timeline.
Worst timeline.
Worst timeline. Does that round out all of your gaming news, Landon?
Yeah, that's pretty much all my gaming news.
Ben, so Digimon? Fuck yeah, dude. Digimon's awesome. I never could get into Pokemon that much, but I fucking love Digimon.
Oh.
In TV news, and this is also my last story for the bullet points. HBO and Max dropped the teaser trailer for their Lantern series today. Billy says we need to make Pokemon sexy again.
Billy, Pokemon's been sexy. You just haven't been paying attention.
They dropped the trailer for the Lantern series, which they had kind of teased it as a True Detective superhero cop show. And they're very much leaning on that. The trailer does not show them using the Ring's abilities a single time. It does show Hal Jordan fly, but it's just like he's flying like Superman. He just puts his arms back and takes off. There's like no Green Lantern ring ability being used.
No light. No.
But other than that, it doesn't show them using the Lantern powers at all. And people are actually kind of concerned that they're going to go so like gritty and low frills for this that you're barely going to see any lantern powers the entire series.
Well, what was the last lantern flop we had?
Are you talking about the Ryan Reynolds
Yes.
Green Lantern movie?
The one that shouldn't rate.
Yeah, no, it's there were some choices made with that film for sure.
Yeah,
It's
not good ones.
not good. We did get a really comic accurate Sinestro and Kilowog. So there's that.
Okay, 2 good points.
Billy says Pokemon hasn't been sexy since Butch and Cassidy replaced Jesse and James. I mean, I can't disagree necessarily.
The Pokemon.
I also don't know who Butch and Cassidy are.
No idea.
They were like Jesse and James's Team Rocket rivals.
Yeah. Is Cassidy as much of a waifu as Jesse was? Not at all. No. Okay. That's a problem. But anyway, I hope this news didn't just graze you. This has been the bullet points. Welcome back to the show. Yeah, slow news week for sure. I would give you a review on the Lanterns trailer, but there wasn't enough to review. John Stewart looks cool. I'm excited to see what they do with it. There's some, Penguin was awesome, and that was kind of low frills, so it might be good. But okay. I don't know. I with my space-based ring construct superheroes, I prefer to see some space-based ring construct action. So that's my review of that. But anyway, I don't know. You guys want to do the hit list?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm down.
So I tried to come up with a really good segue, and I couldn't figure out a way to pitch that into board games or tabletop. So I was just like, "You guys want to do the hit list?"
Why not?
So I am going to drop the invite to our chat, to our show, in the chat. Then, if you want to join us live on air, enter the click the link, go to your browser, and then enter without video, because we're not putting you on camera, just audio only.
Right.
And we will add you to the show to give us your hit list. Otherwise, feel free to put it in the chat, and we will have a good time. In a second.
As soon as he figures this out.
I got to figure it. I'm on it.
The buttons, man. The buttons.
Look at all them links.
Noise.
Anyway, this week on the hit list, we are talking about our 5 favorite tabletop games. Tabletop board games.
Tabletop board game, card games.
That's a pretty specific list of criteria, but if you go some crazy way, that's fine. No big deal. Landon, do you want to kick us off with your number 5?
All right, my number 5. It is Settlers of Catan. I really enjoyed Settlers of Catan. I think it's just plain old fun. I always like building games. I'm always that guy that just plays a lot of like colony builders or whatever builders whenever I do play video games. And having it in a board game form, versing other people, is a lot of fun for me. The reason why I have to put it this low on my list, though, is just because I haven't had that many chances to play it. I kind of got into it as it was falling off in popularity. And most people have already gotten their fix on with it. So just haven't had that many chances.
I really wanted to play Catan, and I hadn't gotten the board game yet. I do have it now, but I hadn't gotten it yet. And so I got the mobile app, but I didn't know how to play. And so I got into it, and I got into a game where I was playing with a bunch of other like people online,
Right.
and they all left because I didn't know how to play the game. And I was like, "Aw."
Damn.
And so then I deleted the app, and I was like, this probably isn't for me yet. and I've never gotten back on the mobile one. But I love the game. We play it a lot. I really enjoy Catan. I would like to get some of the better expansions, like the piracy one, and then there's like a Knights and Dragons one where you live in like a medieval times. There's like magic and sorcerers and shit, which I think is pretty cool. But
I never did get into Catan.
I've never gotten anything
played it
past the
twice.
main game to date. You played it twice?
I think I played it twice.
Oh. Yeah, I enjoy it. I'd be down for a game. Maybe we could all get together, have a Catan night.
We can see.
All
It'd be
right.
fun. Joey, what do you have for your number 5?
I have a little side-scrolling dungeon game. It's called Boss Monster. It's where you and up to 4 of your friends can get together and build side-scrolling dungeons. You get dealt a boss at the very beginning of the game. Once you get 5 rooms in your dungeon, your boss levels up and has special abilities to help you out. But you build your dungeon and you try to kill heroes coming through your dungeon to get soul points. And you can fight against each other and blow up rooms in each other's dungeons and add traps and whatever. And it's a good turn-based side-scrolling game for everyone.
Yeah. I haven't played that. So do you just like build the board as you go, kind of like?
Yeah, you build in front of you. You have your tunnel down there. You got your starting room. You add on rooms, and certain rooms can add on to more points per room, more damage per room. And the idea is to kill off as many people as fast as possible. I said your people playing with you can actually blow up rooms you have and take your points down. Your boss has emblems. You gain emblems, and that's how you pull the people into your dungeon. Like the person with the most onks pulls all the certain spellcasters or whatever. But yeah, pretty good.
I played Boss Monster once, like years ago, and I remember loving it a lot. But it's just one of those games that never popped back up for me, and I never thought to like seek it out to buy or anything.
They have several now, but yeah, when Boss Monster first hit, I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. But first time I played it, I really did like it. So give it a try if you get a chance.
Okay.
I'll try it again. I'll look for it next time I have money and get in the hankering for a new board game.
Billy's number 5. My homebrew version of Clue based off One Frightful Day in Dallas, Texas. Was it Professor Plum with a 38 bolt action in the book depository? Only you can find out.
It was Colonel Mustard on the grassy knoll, actually. It's always Colonel Mustard.
Landon, have you ever played a classic board game called The Game of Life?
Yes. Many
Okay.
times.
What about the opposite of that? The Game of Death. So this game is a spin on the classic board game Life, only you don't play for your life, you play up to your death. So here's the board for it. As you can see, you start off at birth, education, and then if you take education, you get a couple of extra moves. And if you go straight into the workforce, you start getting a paycheck a little bit earlier. You have to earn your money, and then you change jobs as you go, as one does. I've worn many hats in my time, but some of the fun jobs in there are prostitute, drug dealer, hitman or assassin. I believe that card is up there. Plastic surgeon. But there's a lot of fun games in there. You get kids, and the kids cost you money. So altogether, pretty fun game.
Midlife Crisis, you get to buy a Corvette.
I was about to say, Midlife Crisis, there was such a short leap from Midlife Crisis to retirement and dying.
Yep.
Yep, doesn't look very long.
That's that's death.
And then dying looks like it takes so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his
So
life.
in order to win the game, you have to be the last one alive. And if you roll in these spaces, if you roll and get anywhere past this final arrow and it land in death, you're out of the game. So the point of the game is to be the last one still living. And one of the things you can do is during the death phase, you can pay money to not have to take a turn. So
All right.
the person who's alive the longest and has the most money is the winner. Landon, what did you have for your number 4?
Listen, I'm sorry, Billy. It's the game of death. I gotta bring up the sad, morbid truths of our lives. Anyway, my number 4, it is a variation of Monopoly called Dogopoly.
Sorry,
This
I
one is...
picked that too early.
It's all right. I'll forgive you this time.
Thank you.
This is on here mostly just out of nostalgia. Anytime there was like a power outage at my house growing up, and there was still like daylight outside, everybody in the house would get into the living room. We'd open up all the windows, turn on a few flashlights, and just sit around and play specifically Dogopoly. It was our family's go-to, we need entertainment and there's nothing else game.
And I know there's a lot of the Monopoly variants, but is this one particularly just Monopoly, but everything's dogs?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's just what we had in the house.
Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. I like it. Joey, what did you have for number 4?
I have Fury of Dracula. This is a 5-player game where one of your friends just decides to be the dick of the day and play as Dracula. And the idea is to chase Dracula around the map and try to kill him before he gets victory points. And he will send other vampires after you, low-level vampires. He can disappear into mist and go away from you. He can run several different ways. And it's just a very interesting game of chasing Dracula around the map. So
cool.
Are you able to like actually track Dracula, or is it one of those things where you have to like find clues and then it like narrows down where he is or something? Like that?
You play 4 famous vampire hunters actually, and their abilities help him track down. I know one of them has like mind reading abilities, and she can reach out and almost tell where he's at, so that you can get close with the abilities of all the other players. So yeah, it's use your abilities to the best that you can to try to catch Dracula, but he does have a lot of outs. I don't think I've ever beat Dracula yet.
Interesting.
Sorry.
I like games where they're difficult to win.
Right.
Against the game itself. I have one of those in my list that I've played so many times and only finished the game like once. And then after I realized that we had finished it, I realized that we had not been playing correctly. And I was like, oh, this game is way harder than I thought it was.
I have one of those on here today.
Let's see. We're still waiting on Billy's number 4 to drop in the chat. So we'll go with my number 4. This is a game by the people that make Epic Spell Wars. It's called Annihilageddon. Annihilageddon is a deck building game. One that Ben trounced me thoroughly the last time I played it with him. But let's see. I have a visual to go with it. So this is the setup for Annihilageddon. You pick a character and then you build decks to play along on. Sorry, I was reading Billy's number 4. But the cards are fucking hilarious. And as an example, I have my favorite card from the game queued up here. And that is Dragon Horde. It's that's a good card. I always enjoy getting that one. I laugh every time I see it. But there's a lot of fun cards in this game. It's a blast to play. If you haven't played it, I would recommend you check it out. Billy's number 4 was Arkham Horror. This is a beast of a game that has you and possibly your friends fighting an elder god. It takes forever, extremely difficult, and hard to understand. Landon, what did you have for number 3?
My number 3, if I remember right, did I have it as Here to... Yep, Here to Slay. All right, so Here to Slay is a game that I'm trying to think of how I describe this. You start out as a party leader. You pick whoever it is. They have special abilities for how you want to play. And the
It's a good one. Sorry.
The main goal of the game is to either get a full party of heroes of all different classes or defeat 3 monsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
All right, I was going to say, and it being having 2 main avenues of trying to win, it's a lot of fun trying to bounce in between cards that stop or help you or your opponents win one direction, and then realize, oh, this other person has been like slyly building up to something else with the other goal. We have to all change gears in order to stop this person from beating us all right now.
I've played a lot of the Unstable Unicorn games. I don't think I've played Here to Slay.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like a blast. Joey, what did you have for number 3?
I have Betrayal at House on Haunted Hill. They've come out with several versions of this game. It's a tile-based game where you build and explore a house and try to open up as much as possible before the counter gets to the place where you get the traitor.
Yeah, the traitor.
Yeah, the traitor turns against you and tries to kill you before the end of the game. There's a lot of fun in trying to open the map up as quick as possible because you want the items and everything you can have to fight against the traitor. And the traitors, most times it's a surprise. And I mean, they've done a lot more storylines in it, but yeah, it's a very good game. I enjoy playing it.
I enjoy Betrayal too. I think that game is a lot of fun. I like the element of building the game as you go. I've always enjoyed that. Billy's number 3 is chess. Just regular old-fashioned chess.
I really enjoy some chess.
It's a game of generals and kings.
It's a game where every time I play with somebody who actually studies how to get good at chess, I get really fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Because, like, a decent portion of chess at this point is just, like, memorizing openers and things like that and how to counter different openers for, like, the people that get really into it. And it's like, I don't want to fucking memorize all these openers and, like, the different counters and then the counters to those counters and everything.
Yes.
Like,
Knight to King 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that just picks it up, plays, and just has fun with it, then hey, it can be a lot of fun. But playing against somebody who's uber into chess is not that much fun.
We should play chess because I'm not that uber into chess and I'm really, really bad at it, actually. And yeah, every time I play, it's not like, what's the appropriate move to this move? It's like, ooh, fun. Let's move some pieces. And Ben is the opposite. Ben knows what the appropriate response to every move in chess is. And he's impossible to beat. Like, he makes me so fucking angry. But he's really good and I'm proud of him. But I'm not, we're not the same kind of chess players for sure. My number 3 is a really fun game where you get to control a kaiju. It's called King of Tokyo. Now, when this game first released, it was kind of too close to Godzilla and King Kong, and they got into a little bit of legal trouble with it. So they had to change the game a little bit. But the whole point of the game is that you and your friends each play a kaiju. And after you go around, like once you start the game, at the end of the first player's turn, he has to enter Tokyo. If you're in Tokyo, you attack all the kaiju outside of Tokyo. If you're outside of Tokyo, you attack the one kaiju in Tokyo. And if you're the kaiju in Tokyo, you don't get to heal, but you get to damage all the other kaiju. And every round you start, every turn you start in Tokyo, you get 2 victory points. You have to get to 20 victory points to win. So staying in is a good idea, except everybody beats the shit out of you when you're in there. Now, the version that I have is not the original, this version. I have the dark version. So a little bit cooler, I think. The playable kaiju look a little different. They're still very much Godzilla, Mechagodzilla. Cthulhu, the Kraken is one of the ones you get to play as. But yeah, and I love the box art. Just got Godzilla peeking out between
Staring
two
through buildings.
buildings. Yeah. But one of my favorite games to play. I played this game so much when we got it that Katrina got sick of playing it, and she like swore it off for like 2 years before she would play it with me again.
Next time over for game night, we need to play that.
Oh,
I
I
wanna see
fucking
it.
love King of Tokyo. They've got another one called King of New York. It's also fun. And then they have like 2-player like King of Tokyo battles. It's all of them are fun.
Nice.
Anyway, Landon, what'd you have for number 2?
My number 2 is Arkham Horror, the living card game. There's 2 really big games out there right now that are called Arkham Horror, and they both use cards, and they are totally different games. But if you just look up Arkham Horror, you will get both all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if what Billy brought up is the same Arkham Horror. But I'm going to talk about mine anyway. So this is a game where each session you start out with a starter deck with a character that you play as. And you each session you have the same deck, the same cards, except you swap out like 2 or 3 each time to show your character progressing in power or your character getting traumas or things along those lines. I played this for weeks, session after session, with a bunch of friends from Cape back when I still lived there.
Yeah.
I have devoted too much time to this game to not put it any lower than number 2. It's a lot of fun. You get really attached to the cards you have, and you get really invested in your plans and how you want to proceed and how you want to take your character in the future. And I see that it isn't the same as Billy Rhodes. And fair enough. Like I said, there's 2 major ones, and if you just look up Arkham Horror game, both of them come up all the time.
Yeah. I haven't played either, which is weird because I've been aware of them for a long time, but I've never played them.
Never heard of them.
Really?
They sound interesting.
Okay.
I like anything card based, so I had to look into it.
Speaking of, Joey, what was your number 2?
My number 2 is a game I introduced you to not too long ago.
Yeah,
5 Minute
fucking
Dungeon.
fun game too.
And if you want to have a fast-paced, heart attack-inducing gameplay with 5 of your friends, this is the way to go. There are so many different timers out there for this, but the basis is you have 5 minutes per round for you to throw all your cards at whatever monster you're fighting. It starts out, you have a stack of, I think it starts out with 15 cards you have to beat, and then you fight the boss for that level. And then it just gets harder and harder and harder as you go up per level. And you have to use your abilities at the correct time, the right time. And if you run out of cards and screw the whole party, you can drop in no time. You could lose really easy. And you just start all over.
I've experienced that.
Yeah.
I might have been the one to have run out of cards. I may have screwed the whole thing. That sounds like me. Sounds like a thing I would do.
It happens. But yeah.
So it's one of those games that seems like on its surface, it's like, oh, it's colorful and it's kind of cartoony. It seems like, oh, this is just going to be a fun and easy time. And then it's not.
Yeah.
No.
You start out, you're like, okay, so you're playing a barbarian or a spellcaster or whatever. And you're like, oh, okay, so I've got these 4 cards to play in my hand. All right. What's the first one? Oh, you need 2 swords and a shield. Oh, shit. Nobody's got a shield. What do we do?
Yeah.
You got to all work together to try to beat everything. And it gets hectic at times.
All right.
And you have to have jobs for everybody at the table. You have to have card flippers, card pullers, card sliders. Yeah,
it does
gets
require a
hectic.
level of coordination.
Very much so.
It does get very hectic. Billy's number 2 is Kenny G's Keeping It Saxy. You need to help Kenny keep the jazz flowing smooth and sexy during a hectic day. It's as absurd as it sounds.
Sounds like it.
I want to play this. That
I
does
gotta
sound
try
fun.
it now.
That does sound fun. Kenny G is the fucking man, dude. Kind of. Anyway, my number 2 is the game that I was previously talking about that is damn near impossible to beat. Let's see, what did Billy say? Danny, you can borrow Arkham Horror next time I'm home if you want. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Billy. I appreciate that. Anyway, the game that I was referring to that is damn near impossible to finish, and I've tried several times, but it's a very difficult game. It's also a very long game. I don't know why I put the image up. Then okay, it's this Lord of the Rings game. This came out before the movies. This is I'm holding it sideways. This is a but anyway, this game you have you play on 3 different game boards. Well, 2 different game boards. So you have the master board there, and then the scenario board flips. So you have 4 different boards for the scenario board. So you start out in the Shire, then you have to work your way through Moria, then you have to work your way through Shalob's lair, and then you have to work your way into Sauron's lair, all while trying to keep the halflings alive and the ring away, and the hobbits move towards the dark side on this board. I don't even think that board is showing, actually. Yeah, on the master board. So the hobbits start out on the white side, Sauron starts out on the black side, and the different rolls cause them to move forward towards each other. So Sauron moved towards you, and you move towards him while trying to make it through the 4 other boards. And if Sauron gets to the hobbits or the ring before you make it through all the other scenarios, Sauron wins. And I've only won this game 1 time. Here's what the scenario boards look like. The art's cool as shit. But yeah, you have to make it through all these scenarios and make it through all these different paths that show up on here before you can flip the board. And it is such a hard game. And I love it so much.
It's one of those, though, you start playing it. If you lose, you're like, all right, start all over.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Done. Let's do it again. And then it takes forever.
Yeah.
But you're just like, all right, we've been here 4 hours. Let's do it again.
Yep. So. That is how I feel every time we play it. And I'm the only one that feels that way by the end of the game. I'm like, fuck, all right, let's go. And they're like, dude, we've been here for like 6 hours. I'm like, come on.
The sunk cost fallacy.
Another
really
game you
kicks
have
in, huh?
that I haven't played. That
my whole life is the sunk cost fallacy, to be fair. Landon, are you ready to give me your number 1? Landon, your number 1, please.
You're a little pitchy.
Put a little stank on it this time.
Yeah, I should have took a sip before I went for that.
All right, my number 1. It's Ascension. I really like Ascension. This is a game I played. I have it now, but this is a game I played once, like years ago, and I spent the longest time trying to find it. Every time I would get the hankering for like a card game again. And it just so happened that the stars aligned to where I had the disposable income and the hankering for a game at the exact same time. It's a game that a friend of mine described as having all the uptime of Magic the Gathering and very little of the downtime. And it's just, it looks very complicated, but it's really easy to pick up. If you have the cards in your hand on your turn, you just play them and you don't have to think too much about it. It's a lot of fun. I have friends that are looking forward to when they can play it again, and that's a really good feeling for a game that you have.
I totally agree with that.
Now I have another game I had to add to my list of shit I gotta buy now. Thanks.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's right in my wheelhouse. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I very much want to play this too, so please get it, Joey.
I'll buy it.
Okay. My big brother's going to buy it for me.
It'll be on my buy list. And we'll probably only play it here. So I'll make sure it shows up.
Good luck. There's only like 3 that are available on like Amazon right now. It's like the base set, an expansion for another expansion. And
Am I going to be searching for this for like 20 years before I can find another copy?
You can find the base on Amazon easily. They still sell that. If you want any of the good expansions, you're going to be looking for a while.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm spreading this curse to you.
Thanks. We'll see how this
But-
goes. If I have to sell off all my magic cards, this is gonna happen.
Wow, he really wants this game. Joey, speaking of games, what's your number one?
My number one is a game that has a 30% win ratio for even the best players of the game. This is called Pandemic. It is a infectious disease game where your team members work together to stop 4 diseases from taking over the world. And it starts out simple and easy. Everybody has a job, everybody has a goal, but if you do not do everything exactly when you should, the diseases just blow up and kill you every time. I've played this game 10 times with friends of mine. They have banned this game from being played at game night. I bring it up all the time. I'm like, hey, come on. We haven't played in 2 years. Let's just throw down a game of Pandemic. And I get, nope, fuck you. I ain't playing it. I lost every time we played. We even cheated when we first started playing this game and still couldn't beat it. So with a 30% win with professional players, you're not going to win all the time. But at least play and try until you do. Right.
I've played Pandemic a couple of times. It's a fun game. I enjoy it.
It's
Have you
one
won?
of those games that I always saw at the game store, and I always thought, oh, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll pick it up one of these days, and just never did.
Yeah.
But if you're giving it your endorsement, Joey, I may have to pick it up.
Well, it was one of those games we picked up on a whim, and we were like, this can't be too bad. And then we played it the first time, and we're like, oh, this is okay. And then we lost. And we're like, wait a minute. Something's going wrong. So we read the rules. We went to the easy version of the game. Yeah, we still lost. So, yeah, it drives me in my brain. I have got to find somebody to play this game with that actually follow through and beat it with me. But
I'm in. Yeah, I do it. Although I'm legendarily bad at tabletop games. I really do not do well in them. I still play them, but I'm terrible at them.
Yeah.
Billy's number one was the Simpsons trivia game. Me and my other Simpsons friend would play this all the time. He also said runner up, that game where you stab a knife between your fingers real fast.
Miggly Peg.
Yeah, 5-finger fillet.
What'd you call it, Joey?
It was Miggly Peg, wasn't it?
Miggly Peg? Never heard of it.
I always heard it's 5-finger fillet.
CJ has welcome to the chat. CJ, glad you're here. Never too late for a good time. His number 5 is Formula D. His number 4 is Ninja Legend of the Scorpion Clan. CJ, go ahead and throw your 3, 2, and 1 in the chat if you want. I will list my number 1 while we're doing that. My number 1 is my favorite board game of all time. I've been playing it since I was a wee fella.
Oh, yeah.
Lost my headphones. I've been playing this since I was a little kid, and it has led to my love of D&D. And this was actually Milton Bradley's attempt at making their own version of D&D. It's called Hero Quest. And, unfortunately, like everything else, when the Satanic Panic happened, Hero Quest went away in the United States, but it stayed popular in the UK. Hero Quest is a game where you get a tiny little DM screen. You get a pre-made map, doors and enemies, and one person plays as the DM, and one person plays as the DM and everybody else plays against them, and you have to work your way through a dungeon that changes every level as a barbarian, wizard, elf, and a dwarf. Those are your options. Now, after the original game came out, they also dropped a handful of expansions. And then in the last few years, Kickstarter, there was a very popular Kickstarter that brought the game back in a new format. So you can actually get the game again now, but the original game, all the squares and everything is built at a 3/4 inch format. And the new game, everything is at a 1 inch format. So nothing from the original game works with the new game, and nothing from the new game works with the original.
Anymore.
Yeah. So, but what's crazy is whenever I bought my copy of Hero Quest, I got it on eBay for like $130. And that was like because I had it as a kid, and then as an adult I wanted it, and so I bought it.
Right.
And when the Kickstarter got backed and it came out, the new game, just the base game, cost more than that. And it was like, so I could just go buy the original
Right.
somewhere for less than this new release. But
Yeah.
it's still very popular. A lot of people love it.
A lot of memories
um,
with that game. I love playing that game too.
Let's see. CJ listed his 3, 2, 3 and 2. The Stumbling Dead, 2 is Pandemic, and his number 1 is Spellfire, which almost no one remembers. I don't remember it. Billy said, is Formula D that racing board game? And CJ said it is, where what gear you're in determines how many spots you can be moving.
That sounds familiar though. Spellfire.
CJ said honorable mentions go to Munchkin Quest and the original Fantasy Flight Doom board game. I love Munchkin. Yeah, big fan of Munchkin. Play that a lot. But yeah, I love Hero Quest too. Very good. It's my favorite board game. Yeah, I think that rounds us out, guys. Good list. I think next week for the hit list, let's do our 5 favorite Batman. Yeah, 5 favorite versions of Batman. And I know you're looking at me like, hey, there haven't been that many Batman actors. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of versions of Batman. There's a lot out there. So I think that'll be fun.
Was there one that floated on top of the what was that tank? He was dead. That was probably my favorite. The dead one.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know
CJ said
Nice.
Azrael number 1. But
Batman.
anyway, for this week, this has been the hit list. I don't know what you're talking about. The dead Batman. Anyway,
There's so many dead Batman.
A lot. They
Yeah.
stayed there.
Billy said, so Terry McGinnis 5 times then? yeah, perfect. But anyway,
My favorite.
that's us for the night, guys. Kind of a short and sweet episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Joey, got anything you'd like to say to the nice folks?
Thank you for being here yet again. Like Landon always says, without you,
Don't steal Landon's thing. Say
He's
your
gonna
own
say
thing.
something new.
Say your own thing. Don't steal Landon's thing.
Sorry.
Landon, anything you want to say to the nice people?
I guess not anymore. Goddamn.
Damn it.
I
I'm sorry.
What's the point
I'll do
anymore?
better.
I'm so easily replaceable. I see.
Wrong. Never happened.
Oh, yes. Thank you guys.
y'all-
Go ahead, Landon.
Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all are the part that makes this a show. Without you actually watching, we're just 3 guys talking to each other and to the walls. So thank you.
Yep. You guys have been great, and we've been Cutting Edge Hero. See you next
See
week.
y'all.